Welcome back, friends. It's the Halfass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Halfass Crafter. It's New Magazine Monday with a twist. All of this stuff is new to me, and I think that you can still get it on the newsstand. I just picked this up from Barnes & Noble and from another store. So it's not magazines that I've subscribed to. What happened was my husband bought me some magazines because I did some chores for him that he should have done, but he didn't. So I helped him and I made him feel a little bit guilty, and then he bought me a bunch of new magazines. So what I have to show you today is 2 Flow magazines that I found at Barnes & Noble and a Japan Vogue. Not just any Vogue, Japan Vogue, and it's September. I know. I've already looked through it and it is gorgeous. So many good things in there. These Flow books are amazing. If you don't know what Flow is, it is a magazine for paper lovers. And I could not, these were the ones that they had. It's printed in the UK. They're very expensive. This was $33.99 and this was, I think, $45. I know, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So that's why I didn't buy them. I let my husband buy them for me. Barnes & Noble was having 50% off. It was buy one, get one 50% off on all their magazines, but they said these weren't included even though they're magazines. So that's why I ended up with 2, because I thought I was getting one half off and I didn't. Anyway, I wanted to go through these. There's so much in here that what I think I might actually do is I think I might do a 20-minute or 30-minute or maybe just an art journaling video with these books and use what's in here and show you what's in them and do a project. But we can flip through them a little bit and I'll show you what's in here in case you're curious. It is, I know that Flow also has just a regular magazine, so I could have picked that up as well, and it has similar stuff like this. It's basically just patterned papers. They're all perforated. And then they also throw in, like these are some little note cards, or, well, this is a whole book. Hang on. Sometimes it's a note card. Let me show you. They have notebooks. So this is like a little notebook. Oh my gosh, it's almost like a little junk journal notebook, isn't it? Totes Adorbs. What a great glue book. Ooh, I like that. So my thought was I could use all of these things that are in here. So these look to be like note cards. Is that right? Oh, these are just all envelopes. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let's just take things out of here. This is like wrapping paper. This is cool. This is like a dog that you punch out and then it's like a 3D dog. Yes, gonna have to put that together. Oh my gosh. So it just has all sorts of different things. Paper, there's note paper on the back. Here, let me put this up here so you can see it. Sorry about that. This is like an envelope that you could cut out. This is an envelope, or it could be like a little tuck spot for your junk journal, that sort of thing. So it's just all papers. And they have some papers which are really thick. Like this one's really thick, so you could make that. You could fold it in half. You could get your bone folder out, and you could, on your scoreboard. This is a punch out, so you could, put that on a card, a journal cover. This is more like wrapping paper type stuff. It's all folded up. They have these pages. It's kind of like, a junk journal that is just already here, and you could just keep it all together, and pull out these bits and, just make it a junk journal for yourself, which maybe I'll do. These are like little postcards. So adorable. Don't you love this? I love these. These are so good. And it gives me an idea of what I could do with some of my magazine images and collages. Ugh, so good. Here's some more like cards. Yeah, these could be journal cards that you could stick in. These are like almost like artist trading cards. Ugh, more paper with writing on the back. Oh my gosh, you could totally, what are these? All right, hang on, let's just pull this stuff out. And those, and those. That's like wrapping paper. There's some more cards. Ooh, these are all like scored and things. Interesting. The only problem with this that I can see is that I think people, these are punch outs, by the way. Oh, they have little holes in them so you can make like a little paper mobile. The only thing I can see with these magazines is they don't come wrapped. So you don't know if you're actually getting all the inserts or not, because it would be very easy to just go in the store, you know, and just take this and head out. This is just a blank little sketchbook. There's nothing, it'd be a great glue book. So that's my only concern with these. They're so expensive and there's no way to like guarantee that you're getting all of the inserts that are in here, because some of the inserts are, you know, pretty big. Like this is tissue paper. Wild. So, you know, and are they all in here? I don't really know. So that's one thing to think about. All right, let's see. So we've got, oh, these are just like, are they supposed to be snow globes? They're like a cardboard, but they're glossy. So that would, I mean, you know, you could use them. You could do all sorts of things. Green envelopes and some more postcards, which look to be sort of collage-y. Oh, so pretty. Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe these should be junk journals. Maybe. All right. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to take all of this and set it off to the side. I promise if I work in this, I will bring you along and it will be happening on a video. All right. And then we're going to go into the Vogue. Vogue, 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 Vogue. All right. I'm so excited to show you this Vogue. I cannot wait to cut into it. Are you ready? So remember, Japanese magazines, they go from right to left. Ours go left to right. No, right to left, left to right. They go left to right. Sorry, I got that mixed up there for a minute. Teehee, she would be great to cut out. Some of these, of course, are ads that we see in our American magazines. I love this. I would have to cut her little hand off, but I don't care. Oh, and I like the words, take your chance. That's cool. Very good. I love that whale tail. I might have to cut that out too. I'm not going to take anything yet. I love this. I'm very excited to take that. I also like that 5. Yeah, so I'm not going to take anything out of here just yet, but I do want to share it with you. I love this picture because we can finally tell that it's a person, but really I think if it were in the background of a glue book, you wouldn't be able to tell at all. And I think that that would be really cool. I'd probably take that 1965. I might take her, but I would have to put her in something, you know, because you can't get all of her. But I love the way she's sitting. I also love her shoes. They're like charm bracelets or something. Isn't that bananas? It's bananas. Bananas. And then look, a horse that I think I can cut out. I'm fairly certain I can cut that horse out and it won't look too terrible. This is probably the most risque photo in this whole book. My mother-in-law and I looked through this whole book and, well, I guess that's a little risque, but that's it. It's, this is so cool, this gothy stuff. I don't know. I'll see if I can come up with an idea. She would be fun and I could easily cut her out. I might have to take her for sure. So I like this picture. I like all the colors in it. So I would probably take that. This is a good background. I love these legs. I love these legs. I feel like that I should cut them out. So I will probably take them as well. I may take her arm. I don't know. I wish that you could see her thumb. That would probably be a bit easier, but That's such a large, I mean, she could fit in that bag. You could just like fold yourself up. And I mean, you know, if you were on a bad date, you could just crawl into your bag. And then your date would be like, where did she go? And you're like, you have to go home. Oh, that's a great shoe. Just the shape and everything. That'd be fun to cut out too. Look at these shoes. They're so wild. Wild. I love this picture. This would be a great background picture. You could even cut it into squares and rectangles if you wanted. I love these shoes. I might cut those out. These shoes are great. I think this would make a nice background image. I love this backpack, and then this person is wearing bright, you know, blue clothes. So I like the colors. I have no idea what's happening here whatsoever. I think that's Lady Gaga. Who knows? But, you know, I don't know. I would put someone's eye out. Probably my own. I love this jewelry. I would probably cut it out as well. This would make an excellent, you would just cut this part off and then you could have a really neat headpiece for a paper doll. This is super cool. I think I would cut this out. I actually really like this watch. I don't know if I would want the whole watch. Probably. You know, you could put somebody sitting on it actually. Oh, you know, I have some skateboarding ladies and surfing ladies. I bet they would go on there too. I bet that would work. The interesting thing about the Vogue Japan, and sometimes I think the French Vogue as well, is that the paper is very high quality. So it's pretty thick. It's nice paper for sure. Just keep that in mind. She would be fun to cut out. Those glasses are interesting. Same for her. This would be a great background piece. I think I would make it squares and rectangles. Same for that, squares and rectangles. I might take her head because she has those glasses. She's got a great face. That would be a lot of fun to use. That would be great to use. Super easy to cut out. Again, a full face. Her lips might be fun. That hand might be fun just to have it. Wow, that's really thick. That's like magazine cover thickness. All of these are that. They're super thick. This hand would be interesting. I like these boxes. They're kind of neat. I would probably cut this out for a square / rectangle. But again, this is super, super thick. Still thick, but also good for backgrounds if you needed some. I like her a lot. Although I don't know about this. It looks a little strange, but I don't know nothing about fashion. I love this older picture. It's from, you know, I don't know when it's from. 1970, it says it right there. I think that's really neat. Just because it's an older picture. This would be fun as a background piece. These would all be fun to cut out. This is fun. It's like a hot dog and French fries. Isn't that funny? Oh, I love it. There's a jewel encrusted chick, like baby chicken. That's pretty cool. That would be neat to cut out for a square rectangle. These would be really cool to cut out. So there's like a thistle and a beetle, and then this is a caterpillar. I would definitely cut those out. I might even cut that one out. I might even cut out that face, actually. I would. 100% I would cut out that face now that I've thought about it for about 5 seconds. Same for this face and this little mantis-looking thing. Definitely take those. Oh, yeah, I would probably take Billie Eilish. There's a big piece of that smaller piece I showed you. I might take Billie Eilish. It's almost like she's like, I'm not wearing y'all's clothes, but I'll wear those ridiculous shoes. Hand them to me. It's almost what I think happened. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. These are kind of neat. These are good people to take out. That's kind of cool, especially if we had a black and white glue book. Again, black and white glue book. These I did think maybe I would take these kanji, but I don't know what they mean, so I'd have to find that out first. Then I would let you know. I love this picture, but I don't know what I would do with it. So there's that. I also love this picture because of the colors and the contrast, but again, I don't know what I would do with it. I like this. I might make it a background, potentially. Great face. She's wearing an $18,000 jumper in case you, or dress or something, in case you have an extra 20 grand laying around and you're like, I really need to get rid of this large stash of money. There you go. Who's it made by? I'll tell you. No, I won't because I can't pronounce it. It's French. Some French designer. Cut her out already and used her. She would be fun to cut out. Then you could use the background for a black and white glue book. This would be great for a black and white glue book. And I know there's a little bit of color, but it would be excellent for a black and white glue book. And I actually have these pieces in another one of my Vogues. I think it was July. That's the other thing about getting issues from foreign countries is that they will recycle photos and articles from the US version, but they're usually a little bit behind. But that's okay because I really want 2 of this lady. Because I would love to have like 1, 2 on a page. She's kind of neat. I like this dress. I might actually cut this out for squares and rectangles. Love this body where he's jumping. That's so great. So great. Love this because of the color and the contrast. Love this. And this. She reminds me of an octopus. I think it's just because of the, the swirls. Love it. I also love that issue, and I think I would cut that out and use that as well. Potentially in an art journal spread, maybe not in a glue book. Love these. Love these. Definitely cutting this out. Definitely cutting this out. Not cutting these out because I would want to cut these out. And I would cut these out. Yep. One honey. And then I might cut these out because that would be fun to fussy cut those and use them on a spread, on a glue book page somewhere. And that's it. That is the end. This one might be fun for squares and rectangles. So yeah, I love it. I think I have one other Japanese Vogue that my husband got me last year. So I should use these, but I have an addiction to magazines. It's fine. All right, we have a couple of minutes. So because we have a couple of minutes, how about we do 2 more magazines? I know Pat is so excited right now. Let's do Veranda and Real Simple. And these I'm actually going to take pages out of. So here we go. I love getting these. I always take that page. Oh, he's just a fun. Look at him. He's so fun. I want this. It's beautiful. And there's nothing on the other side. It also, I can take this, I can fussy cut this out, and then I can take the blue for squares and rectangles. I'll take that for a square and rectangle. I could take that for a square if I was really desperate, but I don't know. Let's see. Love this. Would probably make it into squares and rectangles. I actually saw a glue book page that had this lady and the horse, and I loved it. And I was like, well, the next time I see that ad, I'm going to take it. So I'm going to cut out this lady and the horse. I'm doing it. Always get these books. I always take them. They're so good. They're so good, and I use them, and I needed books the other day. I love this. I might make this a background, or I might make it squares and rectangles. I'm not sure, but we're taking it because it's beautiful. Wait, what's here? Okay. I did have a new way of harvesting a magazine. And all right, I'm taking this. This can be good squares and rectangles, and that is a good square. So I'll take this, and I'll just get whatever I can get out of all of those. Look at this. That's a great background. That's a great background. We're taking it. I'll put it in my background page. Okay, so I could take him. I could take this whole croissant and him. That's a brilliant idea. Let's do that. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. What's on that side? Oh yeah, nothing. I love these flowers, so I think, yes, I'm gonna take those flowers, and then whatever I have left over on this side, I will cut out squares and rectangles. This I might just fussy cut to put somewhere on the page. So, but I found, oh, I'm taking this umbrella. I found a way to harvest magazines, and it's an interesting way to do it. Ooh, I'm taking this for a square, and then I can maybe get a little bit of that. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna do it, but it's not gonna be on a new magazine Monday. I'm taking this dog. It's going to just be on a magazine Monday, because you go through the whole magazine and you don't save the magazine. I know it's gonna make some people be like, what? But I went through one of my old magazines that I bought of an old Vanity Fair, which Vanity Fair doesn't have a whole lot. Even I keep them, and I never, even when I go back and revisit them, I'm like, gosh, it just doesn't have enough. Because it has so many words. Okay, I'm taking like all of this. Yep, okay, let's just start ripping it out. I might use this as a background. I may cut these individual pieces out. We will see what I end up doing. Anyway, I will show y'all this method, and I'll tell you where I learned it one day on Magazine Monday. It just won't be New Magazine Monday. It'll just be Magazine Monday. This would be a great background because you can cover up what's in the center with your focal point. Oh, these will be fun to cut out, even if it were just squares and rectangles. These would be fun backgrounds, but I don't need that right now. This I cut out. Do y'all remember me cutting out a small one of these? I feel like it was also brighter than that. And if this were brighter, I would take it. But this is very bright, and I think I would cut this into squares and rectangles. So I'm going to pull that out for squares and rectangles. Ooh, interesting. I don't know what I'll do with it, but taking it. Ooh, that's interesting too. All right. We'll figure it out. These are fun images. That's fun, isn't it? That would be a good background. Take that. This you could cut into squares and rectangles. You could take that, but I already have all these other green people. That might be fun as a fussy cut, actually. Take that. I don't think I want those right now. None of that right now. Okay, now we're gonna go into Veranda. Wow, that got really thin. Look how thin that got. It's like almost nothing. All right, Veranda. Okay, I've taken this Harry Winston ad so many times. I'm sick of cutting out that flower. Tired of cutting out that dog. Taking this. What's on that side? Ooh, this will become squares and rectangles for whatever I don't get on this side. I think I will take this as well for a rectangle, maybe even a couple of rectangles. Beautiful. Love it. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. She would be, even if you just took this part out, that would be good. But then she would be fun too. Okay, all right. I'll just take the whole dang thing. There we go. So, Laura, you just took the whole magazine? Seems that way. Okay, again, squares and rectangles here or a full background. And these are definitely squares and rectangles. Looks like it is art supplies, some pigments. I don't know about these Margot McKinney ads. That would be fun to cut out, and this would be fun. So I'm taking this. Maybe I'll take her eyeballs or something. Not her eyeballs, her eyes. Ooh, I want this for sure. Wow, really am just taking this whole magazine. And if y'all have been here for any amount of time, you know I don't take a whole magazine ever. This is a great background, and you could definitely put things over that. This is a great background. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm going to take it. I'll figure it out. What's on the other side? Those are kind of cool too, but I think I like that better. Okay, I've already taken this page. Oh, that's fun. Squares and rectangles. Could use the whole thing as a background. You could also take these words. That might be fun. That's kind of cool. Nope, I want that instead. Might be a full background. Yeah, this would be a full background. Okay. That doesn't speak to me strongly. Okay. So I remember seeing this. Okay. So there's these guys. Which I was just like, oh, okay. I don't know what's happening here, but okay. I see that we are doing it, whatever it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this dude has such a blousy coat on, but we're going to cut him out for sure. We might cut him out because I really want, I can get him and this ring. So great. I can get this bracelet, but I'm going to cut off pieces of him. So I may only take the top of him. But we're going to see what all we can cut out of this one, because holy smokes, is it good. Again, this would be great. Squares and rectangles. So I'm going to take it. Ugh, isn't this neat? Yeah, I'm taking this too. And this one. I'll probably fussy cut those rugs in some way, or I'll just make them squares and rectangles. Depends on where I get more squares and rectangles. Depends on my mood by the time I get to these pages. I love this picture, so I'll take that too. Squares and rectangles for backgrounds. Ooh, that's great too. All right. Definitely have to do something with this page. I'm not sure if it would be a full background, a partial background, or if I would just maybe fussy cut some things out of it. We'll see what I feel like when I get to the point that I'm dealing with that. This is an excellent background page. Oh my gosh. Love it so much. I'm just going to cut it out. It is so good because the only thing that has writing is the very center, and that's where we inevitably put our focal points anyway. So definitely taking that as a background. Oh, and I cut this one out, which is just as well because I want those. I'm going to cut that out. That's cool. Cutting those out. Also cool. I'm not going to take that chair because I have a bunch of chairs floating around and I can never find anything to do with them. And I know you're going to be like, put people in them. Can't find the right people to sit in them. I don't know what's going on. There is a cat right there. I see it. It's very small and it looks kind of grumpy. So I love all the colors in that. That's neat. Okay. Love the colors in this. Love those colors. Okay, we're taking this. And then what I'm going to do, I might fussy cut this, and then whatever I have left over, I'll turn into squares and rectangles. All right. So good. So good, all of this. Ooh, that's really pretty. That'd be fun. You could cut this out and put Banana's things back there. I'm not in the mood to do that, so I'm not going to cut that out. I'm going to save it. This is one of the magazines that I saved. I will, this I'm cutting into squares and rectangles. Or am I going to use it as a room? I hear y'all saying use it as a room, so I'm not going to cut it up. Okay. I do save the magazines that I subscribe to, so those magazines I go through and I save. I think I'm going to cut that out. Magazines that I buy at the thrift store, I will sometimes recycle and not save. Okay, so that's what we went through. Veranda, real simple. Japan Vogue. This volume of Flow. This volume of Flow. All right, so I'm very excited to go through these Flow magazines, and there's a bunch of stuff back here. Well, that's just a piece of cardboard. That's just a piece of cardboard. This is a little booklet in the shape of a record player, and then it says something about loving music. Aw, isn't that cute? That's cute. Time for nature. Ugh, so many good things in here. Oh, these are like little people. They're people. I can put them in my glue books. Y'all, this is very exciting. Are these stickers? Yes. Look at the stickers. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to go through this and I'll figure out how I want to work in these, and I will bring you along for some of them, I'm sure, so don't worry. These are just colored papers. There's more stickers. Ugh, so fun. Postcards. So fun. Are these stickers or punch outs? These are stickers. Love stickers. I love stickers, y'all. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed this. We went through some stuff. My husband is such a good man. I'm going to go tell him that I said nice things about him in my video. I will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for showing up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.